Hey guys, Jen here from Raven Loom and Paper 2, sharing with you an outgoing one-on-one swap with Creatively Blessed Anna. She reached out to me on Instagram and said that we should swap, and I said absolutely. We went ahead and we decided on a Maggie Holmes theme. She said one of her favorite Maggie Holmes collection is Garden Party, which I still had a ton of, so I went ahead and that's the one I went with. We decided on gold accents, which always look great with any Maggie collection. And we were pretty loose with what we were going to do. Just a memory dex, a pocket letter, a dangle, and anything else we could fit into a loaded envelope. And I've already received Anna's, because I'm a little late sending mine out, but I will link her video down below for everything that she sent me. It was absolutely amazing. You guys need to check it out. I'm also going to link her Instagram information down below as well, so you guys can find her there and see all of the other things that she has created. She is wonderfully talented. And I guess we'll go ahead and get started, and I'll share with you guys exactly everything that I am sending. I guess it'll be a little easier to start with a few of the like prepackaged things, like not handmade things here that I'm gonna send, starting with the little flower border die from the Dollar Tree. Of course, what goes better with Garden Party than flowers? I also found these cute little bumblebee marshmallows, and I thought that since there's so many little bees and butterflies and stuff within the collection, that this would be a cute little treat to send along with it. And then I have repackaged some of these beautiful little flowers from Hobby Lobby, and I just made a little simple bag topper to go on top, just so they were a little more on theme here. The next thing is kind of going to be easy to share. It's going to be the pen I created for her. I'm just sending it in one of these little gold baggies. Let me open it up. Here is the pen that I have made for her. So I just get these little pens, and they have like a little hole at the top here, and I add the little, actually they come with like the little chain, but I just add the little charms to them. They come with like a different, like a chunky charm or whatever, usually something kind of silly at the top, and I just add some more beads to the chain there and make a cute little dangle to hang from the top of the pen. And you can get these in like the pens in like a 4-pack from Five Below. So the next thing that I want to share is just the card that I made for her. I made it look like a little tag, and I've added some ephemera pieces here, some tickets, and I've sewn around it, and I've added a little eyelet. And then I've also added little diamond dots for the center of all of the yellow flowers. And like I said, I just made it into a card, but it's shaped like a tag, and I thought it was really cute. I'm also sending a sequin mix, and this is the sequin mix that I've come up with. There's some of those like pastels of the yellow, the blue, the green, some pink, and some white. I've added in also some golds in there, and there are some black and white, oh, I don't know if you can see them, there are little black and white polka dot ones in there and stuff as well, and some diamond dots, just a few little different things, just to try and match the collection real well. And then this little pocket that I made to hold it in, my Velcro got stuck, sorry. So it's Velcro, and then it's just got the little, I shared this with my Outgoing Swap for Tony's Craft Purges Carnival Swap, and it's just got the little package in there. So everything's nice and secure, but you can reuse the pocket. And I just made this little pocket on Cricut. I designed it and cut it out. Alright, let's see what else is easy to share here. I just have this little plastic container here, and I've wrapped a ribbon around it, and I've just made her a few different little rosettes. They're all just really kind of plain rosettes, but some that she can embellish and use. I hate to make rosettes, so I like to have some ready-made ones so that all I have to do is embellish them and go about making and creating. The next thing are these flowers that I made. Now this packaging is Dollar Tree, like the little really flimsy looking holographic stickers that are like 3D that they make. I don't really use the stickers. I mean, I'm sure I'll find a use for them at some point, but I just take them out and use this packaging because it's nice and kind of thick here so that it has room for the dimension of the flowers that I make. And these flowers are all cut with a die. I think it's from Temu, or it was from Temu. I'm sure they probably don't have it anymore. And you know, I just cut them all out, and then I use like a metallic watercolor on them and kind of like different centers to kind of make them all more interesting. For the top here, I just added, this is a die of a leaf, and then we have some ephemera and some chipboard from the collection, lots of diamond dots, and then I have a little thing here. I've made it say bloom. This is another Maggie Holmes sticker collection. They're like the enamel looking stickers or whatever, and I've just sewn it all on there, and then it's just all simple on the back. Next up, okay, so I've never made one of these like little what do you call them, clipboard embellishments, so I wanted to make a little clipboard embellishment. It's also from Temu, and I have just puffed up the different layers on some foam tape, and then I cut out the swan. I think that's an old like alley die, I can't remember, but of course the swan always matches Maggie Holmes, and I've used foam to cut it out so it's nice and thick. And then I've added this like turquoise looking binder clip, and I've of course added some little beads to dangle from the top there, and at the bottom is one of the like Maggie Holmes stickers that says remember, and of course I've added a chipboard piece from the collection and a little diamond dot to give it more sparkle. Oh, his eyes a diamond dot too, I forgot about that. So I'm trying to add lots of sparkle, and I just packaged it in this little just regular cellophane. Here is my dangle, because that was one of the required pieces that we wanted to do. I cut out the little thing on, I have a little design I made on Cricut, and that's how I always send my dangles. And I've added a little chipboard piece to the bottom here. For my dangle, I have a tassel, we have rose charms, rose beads, flower beads, swans, another type of flower bead, butterfly charms, butterfly beads. I always do the little, not always, but most of the time I do the, since I have the digital collection, I do the shrinky dinks and make the little matching charms to go with the collection if I have the digital collection. We have a little bumblebee. What else? Oh, I made these cute little guys here, and they're using the little heishi ones, but the ones that are shaped like flowers, and then use like a little clear seed bead in between each of them. And at the top I have an A for Anna, and I just made it super chunky and super fun, and hopefully she likes it. That's my dangle. Okay, this is going to be a little harder to show. Hold on, let me change my camera angle a little bit here. This is the pocket letter I have made. Oh, this is the pocket letter I have made for the swap. I like to kind of make like a big focal point on each of my pocket letters, and for this one I went ahead and I framed up this tag, and I've layered it with another tag. We have some of the vellum pieces from the collection, lots of the digital collection here that I have print and cut with my Cricut, and I've taken some of them and doubled them up on foam so that they are more dimensional. I have some chipboard pieces from the collection, and of course I've added lots of diamond dots. I've sewn around the tags, I've sewn around the paper here for the frame that I've made. We have this little border die on the bottom of the tag, as well as this chipboard piece that says sweetest ever. Over here for this particular pocket, in the back we have that like pink toile paper from the collection, and then I have like this gold and turquoise bunting. Here is a crepe rosette, a crepe paper rosette, and I have like one of those golden heart stickers that had like the hole in the bottom, and I just added one of the Shrinky Dinks from the collection that I made. It says grow, and then I have another one of my print and cuts from the collection that I've added to the flower. Here is some of that sequin mix I was trying to talk about earlier. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. Alright, so here's a better look at that sequin mix. So there are like some of the heart clay bits, some flower clay bits, some golds, all of the pastel colors, some of the black and white little polka dots. I mean, some flowers. There are quite a few pretty things there in the sequin mix. Let's see, up here. Sorry if that sound is annoying. So each of these, you can't even tell because I've covered it all up, but they are like quilted looking. I made like little, what do you call them? Octagons, hexagons. I don't know how many sides we have here. I think it's 8. So we have octagons, and I've kind of made them into like a quilted looking pattern, and they're on each side. And then here in the middle is this cute black and white pattern, and then I have sewn diagonal little turquoise stripes on it to kind of make it look quilted as well. And then so I took the big chipboard piece that says you shine, and I've sewn all around the words there. I've added diamond dots, and then I've added a lot of that the printed flowers and stuff, and some more of the adding them up on foam so they're dimensional, and of course diamond dots, diamond dots, diamond dots. This chipboard little bunny here, I added a little ribbon bow tie to him to give him some more interest. I have this little clip I've made, and I just made a yarn bow and glued it to it, and then I had a heart cabochon that I went ahead and attached to the center of the bow. Here you can see some more of that like quilting look now. And then over here to the side is a chunky dangle that I have added to the pocket letter. Sorry about the camera, hold on. Let's do that. Oh, let's try and see here. Okay. So I have big chunky bubblegum beads on here. A flower bead. I have like this knit looking bead, and then of course I had to personalize it with her name. I have a macrame rainbow that I've added as like the anchoring bottom charm here, and then I had this this chain right here that I have everything on is pink, and it is actually some of the Dollar Tree like sunglass holder things or whatever, but I just cut off the ends and made it to the length that I needed it. And I've got like one of the little balls filled with the bright blue sequins there. I just tried to make everything match and be as cute as possible to go with this. There's even, I thought I had, oh yeah, I have like a little bow bead. I have just lots of goodies hidden within this chunky monkey here of this dangle. Alright, hold on one second. Let me flip this thing over. For the back of the pocket letter here, I went ahead and I used the blue toile for the whole thing. And I've added, for the little goodies, I have some vellum flowers with a sequin flower center. Over here I have gifted some of those flower clay bits. Here are some gold heart beads. I have some turquoise doilies that I'm gifting. We have some bow gems. These are like enamel like flowers, and they all match the collection really well. I took them out of their packaging and kind of cut them to fit in here better, but they're actually from Pop Shelf. Here I have made some of the little embroidery hoops, and I've added some of the collection flowers that I puffed up so they have more dimension. Here are some more like little gem stickers, and then here in the bottom I have these like little embroidered flowers, like little sewn flowers. And then there are some of the little shrinky-dink charms that I had made that I am gifting to her. Alright guys, this is probably my favorite piece out of everything that I am sending to Anna. Like, so instead of a traditional like loaded envelope or a bag, I went with the Matchbook style. I don't know the exact name. It's like a matchbook. And so I've loaded it all up, and I followed a tutorial by BB Crafts, Brittany, and this is a much older tutorial. If I can find it, I will link it down below as well. So I have taken this thing and I have, of course, sewn around my decorative papers. I made my accent here on the bottom to keep everything closed in the gold. I have taken one of the Dollar Tree pink embroidery hoops and I've altered it. I've used, oh, I got some sequins stuck there. I've used some white glittery tulle over the top. I have my sequin mix on the inside, and I have this beautiful bow here with the papers. I've used all of the why can't I talk today? The like cut aparts that I made with the digital collection. I've made a little like floral wreath around the embroidery hoop here. Of course, I've added again some of the foam to make things pop and more dimensional. Lots of diamond dots. Here at the bottom it says Precious Memories. I have 2 tags that I have layered up and sewn on, and then I've added like a gingham ribbon to this one, and then like I forget what this fabric's called. I've added it to that one. I have a gold bow die cut on here. I have one of the little bumblebee stickers from the Hobby Lobby here. We have some of the vellum flowers and then some more of my cut flowers. Just decorating this thing up so it's absolutely gorgeous to me. I love it. I've added to the side here a little dangle. We have bumblebees. We have all of the pretty little colors in there. I have bows. I have a little, you can't see them right there. There's a little butterfly from the print and cut, or the little shrinky dinks that I have made. And then, of course, we have to have a sequin spine on everything because it makes it beautiful. And then, I'm sorry, I don't know if I showed you that. I think I went out of camera. And then on the back here, I've just added my logo and sewn around everything. And this whole thing is sewn to, or held together with Velcro dots. And I have 3 because it's really chunky on the inside here. And this is the inside, and it is full of so many goodies. All right, give me just a second. I'm sorry, one of my girls needed me. So here in the front pocket, I have made this cute little guy here. We have some little altered paper clip, and then I've used one of the cut aparts here, some stickers from the collection, and then some more of my little digital collection flowers. And then this is just another little Velcro envelope, and it is holding, hold on, some different words I've made to go along with the collection. We have like happy, celebrate, grow, love, you know, just stuff like that. Just some little words that she can use on some of her other projects. Over here I have made some little butterflies. They are layered up on vellum and they have a little gold body. So I've made some butterfly embellishments to share with her, and just a simple little topper here. And within here, this is my favorite little embellishment. I made a little Instagram / TikTok reel on these guys right here. It's hard to see them. let's see. So I made little charms, but out of seed beads. So at the top here we have the swan, and then we have a little bumblebee, and I just took the little seed beads, lined them all up here to make the little different guys, and I've added a little bow bead at the top of each of them, as well as a little lobster clasp. So they're like little seed bead charms embellishments that I've made, and she can add those to whatever it is that she wants to make. I'm also gifting some enamel dots that match with everything. And then I made the little paper clips. I love to make these little paper clips. I believe this was a Temu die, and I've just stamped them with enjoy, create, and a little bumblebee, of course, for garden party, and another simple bag topper because I didn't want to make things too big so they wouldn't fit inside of the Matchbox here. And I'm also sending a sheet mask. I love to send any kind of like personal care items. And then this is my memory decks here, and I've just made a simple little packaging to send it in. Hold on one second and let me open this so I can show you guys. So this is the memory decks that I've made. I went ahead and made like a little hive pattern on some of the acetate, and I've used the gold thread to sew to make the hive pattern, and I've framed it all up with this gold. And then over here I've used a little frame from the collection, and I added a little chipboard bumblebee from the collection that I've sewed on. I have lots of little handmade flowers here that were gifted to me that I have added to this guy, and of course we had to add some tickets and a bow to finish it off, but he is made out of acetate, so I thought that was really cool, and the hive kind of pattern is more implied. So, but I thought he was a really cool memory dex. Alright guys, this is everything that I am sending to Anna. My backdrop isn't big enough to zoom and get everything in here. If I back out anymore, you will see the floor that I'm sitting on to record. So hopefully she likes everything that I've made. I absolutely had a great time making it. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested, of course, like, subscribe, ask questions. I'll answer if I can. Thank you guys so much for your support. And I'm going to list, like I said, all of the information down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.